Back, I'm your boy Millsysaurus, and this is another episode of my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 5, Episode July, Part 3. We are back, guys, and I am so sorry that I haven't done any broadcasting for the last day or two. I have been busy with my own life. I went to a wedding. I had to set up all of today. I had to use my time all of today to set up my girlfriend's birthday that's coming up this Wednesday. But I'm here now. I'm going to be doing like one, probably two broadcasts for the next hour or two. I'm not too sure. We're just going to see what happens. But I do understand we are in the pre-season tournament and our next game is against Barcelona. So I can't really remember what's been going on. What I do remember is that I did start a international competition with my subscribers and myself to see whoever wins the international competition of the South American Cup. Whoever voted for that particular country, you know, like Brazil or Colombia, so on and so forth, they would get a reward, and that reward is simple. Whoever did win, they would get to be the manager of my PSG squad for August and September. They get to also choose, please excuse the phone in the background, that's my girlfriend texting me. They get to also choose one player of their choosing that I must buy. Anybody in the world, whoever they want, I have to buy. And finally, here's the cherry on top. They also can choose anyone in my squad to sell. I have to sell. No arguments at all. So while I do check my text messages, guys, if you could just give me a moment. Okay, so Valencia CF have come back to me with a response of transfer offer for Nicolas Soulé. And they said, unfortunately, that's more than we're willing to spend at this moment. We've submitted a new offer and offering me $60 million. I do remember trying to sell Soulé for 100 million, then 90. So I'm going to go for probably 85. I feel like Soulé has got a lot of potential. At 23 years old and 85 overall, he does. And he's a phenomenal defender. So I do not want to sell him for a small fee. I really want a lot of money for that dude because I don't really want to get rid of him, to be honest. But I will sell him for the right price. Transfer talks have broken down. So Ongenda and SM Kine have broken down because he does not feel the move is in the best interest of his career. That is brilliant. We get to keep Ongenda. And Espana said, we've reviewed the price tag you have set for Adrian Rabiot and we do not believe that he is worth that much. So we're not going to lose Rabiot either, which is good. And with Barcelona just around the corner, we do have an incredible game on our hands. But we did destroy them, I believe, 4-0 from memory. So I've got a bit of a beast team in Season 5, guys. But I also had a bit of a dilemma because with all these world-class players in my squad, I had to figure out who plays for the team, who gets loaned out, who do I sell. And eventually I came to the decisions. And there was quite a few players that I am getting rid of. Players that you guys may feel like, what on earth are you doing, Millsy? He's a quality player. Why would you sell him? It's because, guys, we don't have enough room. We can't play everybody. And I'm not that kind of manager who would play a team and then swap him out for the next game. So, for example, Robben and Bale. I'll put Bale here for this game. And then I put Robben there for this game. And then I put Bale there for this game. I don't like doing that. I like having two teams. One first, one second. The first team plays most games. The second team plays about one, maybe 2 games a month. That's the way I do things. If you don't like it, you can do one. You don't have to watch this channel. No luck in Turkey. That's fine. Roma wants Verratti for 49.5. I do remember saying that I wanted more for him. I'm going to do a nice big juicy counter offer of, I am going to say 75 million because Verratti is a phenomenal player. He's in poor form at the moment and his morale is content. But I do want a decent amount of money for Verratti, even though he's on my transfer list. I'm going to have to check out the transfer list because I can't remember who is on the transfer list or not. Price tag you have set for Nicolas Soulé, we do not believe that he's worth that much. That's absolutely fine. You can go away and do one. In the meantime, I'm just going to simulate to the Barcelona game and then I can check the fixtures and results for the International Cup of the South American Cup. So we're going to do that right now. So please bear with me one moment. I've got to try and remember how to do this. We can go into the tables. L2, Coupe de Ligue, Coupe Nationale, Trophy Champ, Liga 1. There we go, the South America Cup. So if you are supporting Brazil, you are through. If you are supporting, oh my goodness, I can't remember that team. I know I haven't gone through because Mexico got destroyed. But we'll look at the fixtures. I know that's Argentina and Uruguay. So whoever supports those 4 countries, they are going through, and they could potentially be PSG's interim general manager for August and September. So we're going to have a look at the fixtures and head straight to the International South America Cup. So we had our quarterfinals, and Brazil defeated Colombia 2-1. Chile defeated Mexico 2-1. Argentina defeated Venezuela 3-1. And Uruguay destroyed the United States 4-1. Now, I can't remember which of my subscribers supported which country, but I'm sure you guys can remember if you would get a hold of this video. If you're supporting any of those winning countries, you are through to the semi-finals. So we are very close to finding out who the winner is. We're going to have to wait for the 23rd of July and the 24th of July to know the results for these 2 games. It'll be Brazil against Chile, Argentina against Uruguay. What an interesting competition that is going to be, and pretty exciting, might I add. So let's go on to transfers, sell players, and see who is up for transfers. So we're going to get rid of Coutinho. I can't believe the amount of names I'm getting rid of. Coutinho, Robin, Hebran, Digne, Regani, Modric, Stambouli, Lucas, Tevez, Perisic, Malo, Matuidi, Verratti, Thiago Silva, Romagnoli, Rufio is on 1-year loan, Neuer is, Rakitic, Areola, Isco, Koke, Silva, David Silva, sorry, Diego Alves, and that is all the players that are on loan. And then you can see the rest of my players who are not on loan. I do have a lot of players, guys, and some are already loaned out. Neymar has been loaned out. Juan Carlos has been loaned out. Courtois is in his 2nd year on loan for Valencia. Suarez, Alaba, Laporte, Godin, those are all players that I've just bought this pre-season. Not this pre-season, this season on pre-season contracts. So now we're going to take a good look at our crucial team, because Barcelona are the kind of squad you shouldn't doubt. Looking at my crucial team, and I'm going with a 3-5-2, I do believe. Or if you want to be technical, a 3-4-1-2. I want to have 3 defenders at the back, most definitely. Neuer is my top #1 goalkeeper at the moment. Diego Alves is still out on international duty. Areola is normally the 2nd team goalkeeper, but with Rufio here, we have yet to decide who is the 2nd team goalkeeper. It's first come, first serve, and whichever 2 players gets loaned out first, that remaining 1 last man standing will be my secondary goalkeeper. So Neuer is definitely going to be in goal for this game. Mats Hummels has been appointed the new captain of PSG, as he does have the trait, a leader of man. That is one of my policies. I do love to have those leaders as my captains, because I feel like that makes the simulation progress a lot more easier. Alongside Hummels, I believe we will have Soule with perhaps Laporte. So the 2 youngsters, Soule and Laporte, will join side by side with the veteran Hummels, who has tons of experience and a former Borussia Dortmund German defender. In the midfield, we're going to have Bale on the right and Ronaldo on the left. I think those 2 are the best decisions to make, especially for those wings. Tielemans is in midfield at the moment, but we're going to take him out and put Pogba there. I did experiment with Alaba going into midfield, because as you can see, guys, he can play there. He can play left back, which is his preferred position, but he can play centre midfield, centre back, and CDM. That is incredible, and what a fantastic signing I made there. But unfortunately, he's on the red card, so he has been banned from this match. so he can't play alongside Paul Pogba. And I think them two could make a really interesting pair. So the best candidate, I reckon, is probably Modric. But Modric is up for transfer. Nonetheless, he is the best centre midfield. So I don't care whether he's on transfer list or not, he's getting a game. It could be his last game, or it couldn't. We're just going to have to find out. And then we've got David Silva in the cam. Now, normally James Rodriguez would go there, but I do believe he's on international duty as well. We do have Isco and Koke, who could play there as well. I mean, who can play there. But they are not my number one goalkeepers. So, guys, please feel free to have a look at the squad while I check my phone on my text messages. Okay, guys, I'm back and I do apologise for that. But yes, as I was saying, I do have 3 cams who can play in that position. But I'm going to have David Silva in that position as he is my best cam. And then we've got my strikers, Benzema and Ben Yedder. I don't want Ben Yedder to be there necessarily. I could have Tevez there. But unfortunately, he's 35 years old and doesn't have an overall rating of 88 and above. But I've been breaking a lot of rules, as you've probably noticed in the last couple of episodes. And I'm just going to break the rule again because I really want to get rid of Tevez. And I feel like the only way to do that is to not keep him on the bench or the sidelines. I should show him off. I should present him to the world and say to them, you know, for a 35-year-old, he still has it. You can have this guy for a reasonable fee. I won't even take the piss anymore and say 25. I probably would drop it to between 23 and 20. So at least I'm making a little bit of profit. And I want to do that quite soon because he is going to drop in value. And if he drops in value, that means less money for me. And you know me, guys, I love to make a profit. So Tevez and Benzema are going to pair up this time just to see what they are like, which means Bayabek can come off the bench for Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder can be there on the supporting to support the strikers. On Gender and Augustin can play, though they are wingers, I do believe wingers can play midfield. I don't see a huge difference. Just the only difference I see is that they have to be moved up the pitch just a little bit. So I figured they could still play there. I mean, what's stopping them from playing there? I mean, let's be serious. Isco is probably the best cam I can have on the team at the moment. I'm thinking Silva should be on the bench, possibly with Rugani. I mean, I think that is the best bet at the moment since Marquinhos is out on international duty. We could have Malo. I mean, I think that could be a better decision because he's a better defender than Rugani is. And again, just like Tevez, we want to show him off so we can sell him off to other teams. We do have Matuidi on the bench for those midfielders, but I don't think that's the best idea. So I'm thinking I'm going to have... Let's have a look. Come on, think. Maybe we could have Rakitic. I don't see why not. Let him have a go, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that is a suitable team right there. And I believe we are ready. So hopefully we can give Barcelona a thrashing like we did before. We're almost 15 minutes into this episode. Normally, guys, my episodes last to about 45 minutes. So sit back, get your feet up, grab some drinks, grab some popcorn. It's showtime and let's get crack-lacking. I must remind you guys, this is the final of the American Challenge Cup. Will we be coming home with glory? And we certainly do, guys. We just managed to win 5-4 on penalties. The original score was 1-1, and unfortunately our goal scorer, Gareth Bale, received a red card, so he had to be sent off in the 25th minute. But then Montoya from Barcelona got a red card in the 46th minute, so it was even Stevens of 10 against 10 players. And guys, allow me to introduce to you the one and only Lucky Gaming, who has said hi to me. Hi, I'm going to say hi back to him, who shall be joining us today. But moving on, guys, we made one substitution in that match, and the former captain of PSG, Thiago Silva, came on in the 62nd minute for Soulé. Benzema also received a yellow card, but we did luckily manage to get the win through those penalties, guys, and I'm proud of my team. So that is the American Challenge Cup finished, done, over, and we have received 5 emails. So let's have a read of them. Player has been sold. Lucas Digne will be leaving for Liverpool for a nice sum of $15 million. So we get allocated 12.5. Best of luck to you, Digne. You were a good defender. We received some tournament prize money of $5,400,000. That's always nice. It can go straight into the piggy jar. The board has said to me, congratulations on winning the final of the American Challenge Cup. Going deep into the tournament gave us great exposure, and the entire organisation will benefit from it. Blah, 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 blah. Lucky Gaming is definitely happy with our victory. Thank you so much for that, Lucky Gaming. I really do appreciate that. How you been, by the way? Let me know. We do have the suspension over for David Alaba, so he can join Paul Pogba in centre midfield for that experimentation before the Liga, and seeing whether these two are a fine match together in that midfield. Lucky Gaming is very happy that Digne went to Liverpool. I take it, Lucky Gaming, that you're a Liverpool supporter. You may have mentioned that in one of the previous episodes. So this email, and unfortunately Gareth Bale has got a 2-match ban due to his actions in the previous match. That is not good, and hopefully doesn't put a strain on our shoulders. But never mind, we could put Robben in that position and see what happens. So things are looking a little bit sloppy, guys. I do not mean that. It's just one of those things. And I am going to simulate to the 25th of July because I want to check out the semi-final results of the international competition of the South American Cup. Lucky Gamer said, sad because school started again. Oh, you're kidding me. You started school. Mate, I'm sorry about that, dude. That must suck. That must absolutely suck. But never mind. You're home now and you can watch some streaming by yours truly, Millsysaurus. So we do have 5 emails, guys, so let's check them out. We have an offer for Blaise Matuidi. Manchester City would like to buy him off me for $23 million. Bearing in mind, he's valued at 28.5. My chief executive has nothing to say, so let me give you the details. He is 87 overall, 32 years old. Okay form, content morale. Now, Matuidi would have been that guy to become PSG's captain after Thiago Silva. I think Matuidi is a superb midfielder. He's done fine by me. I have no quarrels against him. It's just simply business. So I'm going to ask Manchester City for a decent amount of money. I'm going to go for $35 million, and hopefully they don't just turn me down flat and walk away. Valencia have made an offer of $72,500,000. They really want Nicolas Soulé, but I'm just literally gonna go that one step larger and say, look, you need to give me 75 million for this guy. If you don't, he ain't yours. So moving on, Marseille want Ben Yedder back. They're offering me 20 million, his actual value. But I am going to say hell to the no and ask for 60 million simply because you are a rival club and I have no interest of getting rid of Ben Yedder. Rugani, on the other hand, has just received an offer from Ingolstadt. They offered me 17.5 when his value is 22. That's a little bit of an insult, so I'm going to go back and say to them, look, fellas, I would like perhaps a 10 million more than what you originally offered. 27 sounds about good with me. So that's that email done. That's those emails done. Roma said, we have reviewed the price tag you have set for Marco Verratti and we do not believe that he is worth that much. That is absolutely fine. Go and do one. Jonathan Clements has found all he can in France. And that was Valencia getting back to me on the 72.5 for Nicolas Soulé. So those are all the messages that are done. And guys, we can finally check out in the tables who has gone through and who hasn't in the South American Cup. Cross your fingers, guys. Best of luck. And there you have it, guys. Brazil destroyed Chile. And Uruguay just managed to defeat Argentina. So in the finals of the South American Cup, whoever you are, guys, out of all my subscribers who's been taking part in this competition, oh, sorry about that, guys, who's been taking part in this competition, you know who you are. If you supported Brazil, you are through to the final. If you supported Uruguay, you have gone through to the final. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Let's have a look at the fixtures to see exactly when it's going to be kicking off. We're going to have the third place contest between Chile and Argentina. That'll be happening on the 27th of July. And the final will be the 28th of July. So I'll definitely get back to that when the time is right. In the meantime, we are going to be pushing on in the simulation process. We've received an email straight off the bat. We are just under 22 minutes in of this video. Valencia said, we have reviewed your asking price of $75 million for Nicolas Soulé and we have decided to match it and go ahead with a deal. Wow, they have given us a huge offer, guys. One that we could not say no to, and there's nothing more I could do about it. I'm always that kind of manager who will not turn down an offer and always give a counter offer unless it's not necessary at all. And I definitely feel like I never want to get rid of him. Okay, so that is that. Robin has said, the future of my career. Boss, I'm giving a lot of thought as to whether this is going to be my last season in the game. It's getting harder for me to feel the desire to train and make the sacrifices I need to in order to play at this level. So I'm going to consider whether to retire or not over the course of this season. This was a bit of a dilemma with Ibrahimovic. He was umming and ahhing whether he wanted to retire or not. And it was coming down to his final months of his contract. So I had to offer him a new contract, but he just wouldn't budge. Everything I was offering him, he wasn't going for. And seeing as he was 34 years old, I didn't want to give him like too much money. So it got to that point where we got to the January transfer window. No one made the offer for him, despite the fact that he had 6 months left remaining on his contract. And then he left. And he was part of the free agency and I couldn't buy him back. No one wanted to buy him because he was 35 years old. And his just wage demands, I guess, was just too high. So I don't want the same situation happening with Robin. He's 35 now, but he's still 90 overall. But his stats are going to decrease as time goes by. So I'm going to hope that I sell him this summer transfer window. Worst case scenario, swap him for another player. So in the meantime, guys, we do have ETX FIFA joining us today saying, yo. So I'm just going to go, yo, right back at you, bro. How you doing? Hope you're doing really good. I'm Millsysaurus, yours truly. Let's continue with the PSG career mode. All right, so we're simulating now. We've got Liverpool keen on signing Verratti. We do have a transfer offer for Yuri Tielemans, someone who I don't necessarily want to sell. Roma are offering me 47.5. They couldn't get Verratti, so they're going to make an offer for another one of my centre midfielders. Now, my chief executive said Tielemans has been in great form recently. His price should be between 59.8 and 72.1 if you want to counteroffer. I tell you how I'm going to counteroffer. I'm going to counteroffer 100 million because we all know the potential Tielemans has. He is a beast and he is going to be one of the greatest midfielders in FIFA of all time. And I am just going to make that huge counteroffer. And they can take it, they can leave it. If they come back with a bigger price, I will come back with a lower price. I really do appreciate ETX and Lucky Gamer for giving me a like on this video. You guys are awesome and I hope I am entertaining you. Once again guys, I'd like to remind you that I am not a full-time YouTuber. I'm simply doing this for my own personal enjoyment. But I'm having fun, and I'm having fun with my gentlemen subscribers here. So let's move on. Marseille have said, I have reviewed the price tag you have set for Ben Yedder and we do not believe that he's worth that much. So they've stopped pursuing him. Go on and do one, you bumheads. I don't care. I want Ben Yedder. He's mine. So we've got a couple of days left until the end of July, guys. And when we get to that point, it will be the end of the episode. But we have a transfer offer for Luka Modric. Manchester United would like to buy him from me for $35.5 million. My chief executive hasn't said a single thing, but this is the details. 89 overall, 33 years old. He's still got a couple of seasons left in him, but I simply have no more room. Lucky Gaming says he'll be back in a few minutes, as you can all see. But what I'm going to do, because Manchester United are my favourite team, I am going to be generous. And I'm going to say, look, okay, look, I'm not going to ask for 50, but I will ask for $40 million and he can be yours. I'm still making a profit because I got Luka Modric for free. FC in goal starts has come back to me saying, we'll give you 22, not 17.5, 22. So he's value. And that's pretty decent, but I still want a little bit more. So I'm going to say 25. I think 25 is fair for a defender like Rugani. So that's that. Manchester City have said, we have reviewed your asking price of $35 million for Matuidi and have decided to match it. Of course they did. Matuidi is a magnificent midfielder and Manchester City have the money. So that is that. That's all that business done. So guys, if you don't mind, give me a couple of seconds. I just want to check my phone for text messages. I won't be long, I promise. Let's have a look. Okay guys, I am back. So this is what we are at now. We've got a couple of days until the end of the episode. ETX has mentioned I could buy Messi or Ronaldo. I don't need to buy Ronaldo because as you can see in my squad on the left hand side of the field, Ronaldo is sitting right there. And just so you don't think that it's a different Ronaldo, I can assure you that it is the Cristiano Ronaldo and he has been phenomenal at Paris Saint-Germain. As for Lionel Messi, guys, I am not going to be going for Lionel Messi this season. I tried 2 years in a row to get him in a January pre-season contract and I offered him legit $5 million and he would not go for it. If you don't believe me, check out my previous content and I will prove you wrong and prove that I am right. I am not going to be doing the training ETX. I do not use this feature right here simply because I am an old school FIFA player. I love watching my players grow naturally through gaming. You know, I think it's a great feature that EA have brought into the game, but one that I do not use. Why? Because it bores me. It really does. I try to use it. It makes my youth players grow a lot more. But I would have loved it if this training feature worked a lot more for the older players as well. You know, people like Ibrahimovic who's getting to the age where he can't grow anymore. I wish training could do that for him. You put him on training and he does grow further than expected. So that is just me, guys, and I am sorry. But as you can see in the top deal, guys, I've just announced Benteke leaving Liverpool to join Bayer 04 for 51.5. But we are going to press on and I'm going to stop the simulation process right there because we've got another transfer offer and Liverpool want to buy Marco Verratti for $44 million. Okay, guys, here's what's going down. I'm not going to ask for 75, okay? What I will ask, because I know Liverpool could probably afford it, is 60 million. I think 60 million is very generous. You know, I mean, he's 26 years old, 87 overall. He's still got a lot to offer. ETX I am normally doing the 45-minute mark per episode, but if I get to the beginning of August, I stop the July episode and create a new episode, because I normally aim for the 1 episode per month ratio. But if it becomes a little bit long, then obviously my next target is to hit the 45-minute zone. And that's how I monitor my episodes, and to try and make sure I don't do too many. So we just dealt with that offer, and unfortunately, Nicolas Soulé has been sold from PSG, guys. The worst news ever, which means Valencia have one of my greatest defenders, and we have just received $75 million. But because my board are dickheads, they're only going to allocate me 63.5, which makes me wonder, how much money do we actually have right now? We must be loaded. And you can see right there, we certainly are, guys. We've got over $230 million, which is ridiculous, might I add. But with Soulé out of the question, we might be like a man down from my first or second team in defense. So what I could do is go for a world-class defender. I don't know. We're just going to have to see. So in the meantime, let us have a look at what happens in the next couple of days, because we only legit have 2 more days, guys. 2 more days. Here we go. We've got a transfer offer from Roma saying that Tielemans, they don't want to spend as much money as I asked for. So they have offered me $79.5 million. That is nuts. So they're not going to spend $100 million. So I'm going to ask for, will they do 90 million? I wonder if they'll do 90. If they go a little bit higher, then I'll drop it to 85. If they want Tielemans that badly, they will give me the money. And guys, with all that money in there, you know, I really should invest in buying a world-class player. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm in my 5th season now. I'm in my 5th season. And it's getting to that point where I don't really need to, you know, save all my money for those brilliant players. I feel like I've done all I need to do in terms of getting world-class players, except for Messi, of course. So I don't necessarily want to save all that money up for January, because every time I do and I sign those pre-contracts, it just makes things a lot difficult for me in the new season. I think PK is a definite, definitely a good suggestion of who to bring forward to the squad. Maybe even PK and Sergio Ramos. Imagine them. Ramos, PK and Hummels in the first squad. That'll be insane, right? That'll be absolutely phenomenal. 3 legends such as themselves being in my first squad. That'll be like the strongest defense ever. And I might have to look into that. I just might have to. But let us simulate to the 31st of July. We have a couple of deals. AS Saint Etienne would like to take my player Areola out of my team and for a 1-year loan. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Areola is my future first team goalkeeper. He plays for the second team at the moment. But because I've got too many goalkeepers, I need to loan some out. So he's been loaned, which is good. And then Manchester United have said, we have reviewed your asking price of $40 million for Luka Modric and have decided to match it and go ahead with a deal. That's awesome news, guys. I have just made a profit of $40 million. ETX has mentioned Chiellini. Chiellini would also be phenomenal, but he might be too old, guys. We'll probably have to check him out and see whether he is too old. And there you have it, guys. Matuidi has left PSG for $35 million, so we've been allocated 29.5. So we're selling them, guys. Little by little, we're selling them, and we're getting rid of the original PSG squad members, which is so sad for me to say, but it is what it is, and we're just going to have to move on forward. So, with that being done, Ingolstadt has said, we have reviewed the price tag you have set for Rugani and we do not believe that he's worth that much. They've decided to stop pursuing their interest in the player. Fine. Do one. See if I care. But guys, just because you mentioned Chiellini, I want to have a look and see how old he actually is, because I know he's a phenomenal defender, and that could put a strain on Juventus. So, Giorgio Chiellini, sorry. All right, 34 years old, 88 overall. When's his birthday? He is a leader of men, but 34 years old, might be pushing it, guys. Might be pushing it. I'm going to go onto this popular website known as SoFifa. I highly recommend using it, guys. So that's Futhead, Futwiz, and SoFifa. The reason why I use SoFifa is just so I can find out when players' birthdays are or what positions they play. So let's go on. Oh, I need to get rid of that little dust. SoFifa. I wish I could show this on my monitor, guys. I'm so sorry that I can't. I just don't have the equipment to. SoFifa. Yes, hurry up. Today would be nice. What's my PSN name? It should be Millsysaurus. Just write in Millsysaurus. Alright. We need to do search player. Search player. Millsysaurus. No. Why am I writing Millsysaurus for? Oh, ETX, man. Distracting me and shit. Alright, Giorgio. G-O. No, it's G-I. My bad. G-I-O. R-G-I-O. Giorgio. Chiellini. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chiellini? Or is it Chiellini? I have no idea. Okay, so his birthday is on August 14th. So guys, he's going to be 35 in a few days. So I'm deeply apologetic, guys, but I can't get a player who's going to be ending up 35 years old. That doesn't fit the bill for me. I have a friend request from Squishy 0305. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry this is going to cut out the broadcast. I'm going to add this dude to my friends because I imagine that is you, ETX. Are you Squishy? Tell me if you're Squishy. You are my Squishy and I should call you Squishy. Finding Nemo. Boom. Okay. Gosh, look at that ton of money. That is ridiculous. Ah, cheers ETX, man. That is awesome. Maybe we could play a game. Play a game sometime soon. Alright, this is it, guys. The final day of the episode. I'm going to push on to the 1st of August. And check my email. And then end the episode right there. So 2 more emails. Transfer offer for Marquinhos. Fiorentina wanting for 31 million. I am going to ask for 45. I want 45 for Marquinhos. I think that's a reasonable offer. So, yes, I could delete that. Liverpool said we reviewed your asking price of 60 million for Marco Verratti and have decided to match it and go ahead with the deal. Wow, I am selling them quickly, guys. I am selling them so quickly, it's ridiculous, and I'm making so much money. We do have a new spectator known as Skillers V7. I'm so sorry, my man. I'm going to be ending the episode any minute now. So what's going to be happening is I might either continue the career mode or I might play some online games against you guys. Or just play some people around the world in seasons online. I'm a bit of a really rubbish player, guys. Oh, I really appreciate that, Skillers, man. I really do appreciate that. Subbing to my channel. I really do appreciate that, fella. I tell you what I do is, if you go onto my YouTube channel, there should be a link on the discussion page, which you could click on. If you want to check out any of my previous content with this PSG career mode, you can, all the way to the beginning. Be advised. That the content is not, it is in development at the moment. I'm still in the process of like editing all the information and so on and so forth. So yeah, be mindful of that. But yes, by all means, I will subscribe to you, no problem. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, though I'm not intentionally trying to build a popularity contest or anything. I'm just trying to just enjoy this and have fun, you know, create some wonderful memories. So did I have any more emails? No, I didn't. I'm going to save my game right there and end the episode, guys. But thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. So I will be back with some more career mode content or go online for seasons mode. So guys, I've been your boy Millsysaurus, and this is my FIFA 16 PSG career mode season 5 episode July part 3. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. LOL.